Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jupiter James and this is Astro Motivation, where I awaken the astrologer within you and aim to give you a little inspiration and motivation per your unique placement within your birth chart. You know, I really do feel that before a time of iPhones and iPads and this and that, we were a culture and a society that were better able to look up at the stars and understand exactly where our dreams were and how to get them. And so if that sounds good to you, let's go ahead and get into it. Today I'm excited to bring you all the horoscope and forecast for June of 2025. And this is going to be a very monumentous time because there are some very major transits happening in our sky, and there's going to be some different things and some courses being taken for different signs out there. So how I would suggest you watch this video is by rising sign, okay? If you want the most accurate, detailed forecast for what will be occurring in your life, look for your rising sign, okay? If you don't have your rising sign or you don't know your rising sign, then you can definitely watch for your moon or your sun. And for a little bit more of a layered detail, or just to add a little bit more of the flavor and flair of what will be happening for you, definitely check out your moon time stamp or your moon sign or your sun sign. But for the most immediate and accurate prediction, look for your rising sign, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the forecast. For my Aries risers, suns, and moons, happy June 2025. This energy is going to be taking place in your 4th house and in your 1st house, where first and foremost, at the beginning of June, Jupiter is going to be entering into Cancer, okay? And this is going to bring a very, very benefic blessing towards your home life, towards your family life, towards the relationship with the mother, towards your inner emotional world. You know, you may be feeling at this time with the Jupiter transit into your 4th house of Cancer that this is going to be a very, a very good time emotionally for you. You're going to be feeling especially happy, and your inner emotional world is also going to match your outer world, and it can be very symbiotic. You know, maybe because there's a blessing being bestowed upon you within your home life, this is now making you feel internally very good and very at ease, or vice versa, because you are giving this jolt of, you know, inner goodness and inner good vibes. Now your outer home is reflective of this as well, you know. So this is going to be a very, very benefic type of transit of Jupiter, the planet of abundance, going into your 4th house of home and family and hearth and your heart and your emotional world. Your emotional center is going to be feeling very expansive, very good. Now, right along after that transit, later in the month, you are also going to find that, Saturn is going to transit into Aries, into your 1st house. Okay, and so this is going to be bringing a little bit of a jolt of seriousness, you know, where the universe is going to be asking you to really reclaim the self, for you to really be working on your life path, who you are, who it is that you say you are in the world, and how it is you want to be presented as, okay? And so this is going to be really, really grounding that dream that has been given to you in your, in your 1st house of Saturn. Okay, so this is going to be something that is really, really being asked for you to really show up and show out and prove to the world who it is that you say you are. Not only prove to the world, but really prove to yourself, you know. And it is only in you proving to yourself who it is that you say you are that you are actually going to be getting to where you need to be at this time. Now, with that being said, later on in the month, you are also going to be faced with a Jupiter square to your Neptune and Saturn in the 4th house, okay? And so this is going to really, really be a tension between your home life and who you are. You know, there may be some tensions around, you know, you may be having a new lease on life and really wanting to show and prove who it is that you say you are in this new chapter of your life. And this may come into conflict with your home life. This may come into conflict with your family. It may come into conflict with your mother. There may be some some conflicts with your inner emotional world. You know, you may be feeling a little bit discouraged or not as brave as you should be, and this is going to be the time where you are needing to kind of battle and work through that, okay? Because there is a new chapter around your life dawning with these transits happening in your 1st house and in your 4th house, because this is not only transits that are happening to your outer world, you know, how people perceive you, but it's also about how you feel. And this is going to be a big, you know, tension. There's going to be a little tension in that, you know, where it's like, I feel a certain way, but then people see me as a certain way, and there's going to be a conflict of that, all right? And you're going to have to learn how to align those two, all right? Learn how to align who it is you say you are on the inside, having that reflect on the outside, and then also what you show and what you are working on is going to show up for itself, if that makes sense, on the outside of what you're working on your life path, on your trajectory, okay? So this looks like quite an exciting time for you, and it looks like a very exciting time for you within your personal self-image, how you show up in the world. It's going to require a little work from you. It's going to require, you know, a little earth, like as I like to call it. You know, whenever Saturn goes into the first house, or Saturn is anywhere, I like to say it's just requiring you to put a little earth in it, you know, meaning it's requiring you to put the grit, the work, the effort behind it. And with that effort and work that you put in your personal self-image and into your trajectory in life, into your life path in life, this is going to be the time where you are able to get to where it is you want to be in life, and really reclaim who it is you say you are. This is all about your identity at this time. And as I expressed before, with the transits that are happening here, it's not only your outer identity, it's also how you feel on the inside, and you aligning those two things with who it is you say you are in your heart and how people perceive you on the outside. And this is going to be that time where you are meant to kind of show and prove, hey, this is who I am, this is what I want. And there may be some tensions, there may be some conflicts happening within the home because of that, or with the mother because of that, or with the family because of that, or just with your ability to find more domestic peace with that, right? Maybe there's so much work that needs to be done that you are finding you are outside of the house a lot. You know, there's not a lot of time for you to come home and relax. Like, there could be some tensions with that. But do know that this is just a chapter in life. Nothing is permanent. This is just for June of 2025. And so I'm wishing you all the best. Remember, as an Aries riser, no matter what transits are happening in your sky, the answer is courage. The answer is to go after it. The answer is to put yourself out there and battle through it, okay? And as long as you are doing that, I promise you there's no battle you can't win, my Aries risers, suns, and moons, all right? So without further ado, I'm wishing you all the best, much prosperity and abundance. You take care and be blessed. Bye. For my sensual Taurus risers, suns, and moons, happy June 2025. There's a lot of energy happening in your sky this month, and there's some very, very major transits. The first one being Jupiter is going to transit into Cancer in your third house of communication, your siblings, your neighbors, your mental clarity, and how you express yourself, okay? And so with this Jupiter transit moving into the third house, this is going to be bringing a magnificent blessing to your overall expression, how you communicate, how you write, how you express yourself. You know, there could be some very beneficial conversations that are needing to be had at this time. You know, there's going to be some very much needed projects, or some speeches, or some opinions that need to be donned at this time from you that will help you at this time, okay? But you know, I do see that this moment for you is going to be quite healing also in and of itself, and your ability to express yourself and your ability to say what needs to be said. This is going to be a trend that kind of colors your entire month of you being someone that is learning through your voice, through your expression, through you being all that you can be, you offering your opinions, your intelligence, even a little bit of dose of learning. This is going to color your overall June of 2025 and beyond, really. But this is going to kick it off, if that makes sense, okay? And so this is one major transit of Jupiter transiting into your Cancer in the third house. But then from there following, you're going to be having a Saturn transit into Aries 12th house, all right? And with this Saturn transit into Aries in the 12th house, this is going to be also, although you're being given this magnificent jolt and energy to express yourself, right, and say what needs to be said and have those healing conversations, or conversations that can help expand your life, there is going to be some work that needs to be done for you behind the scenes, you know, around your personal identity and around your inner shadows and your deep baggage and wounds and things of that nature. That's also going to be something that is happening behind closed doors. And you know, this is really, for me, telling a story around, this is going to be a chapter in your life where you are really going to have to sift through what it is you say versus what it is you don't say, or what it is that you hide. You know, your ability to suppress your anger, or your ability to keep things behind closed doors. This is going to be that moment where you are going to need to work through that and fight through that, so that you can capitalize on this Jupiter and Cancer in your third house, where you are able to speak your mind and voice your opinions and have those tough conversations, or have those conversations that aren't so tough but that put you in position of gaining a little bit of authority or spotlight or attention for the things that you say, right? Sometimes we are our own setbacks, that we know exactly what we should be saying or what exactly we should be offering, but we don't do it out of safety, or out of, we don't want the attention that comes with it, or the expansion that we know will come from it, right? So this is going to be that time for you where there will be some conflict. And I also see this because later on in the month, Jupiter is going to square your Saturn and Neptune, all right, in the 12th house. And so this is going to be a moment in time where although Jupiter is expanding your voice and your mind, there are going to be tensions between your voice, your mind, your expression, and that inner world, your inner subconscious world, and the healing that needs to take place behind closed doors. And so I really do see you in the month of June at home by yourself, working up the courage to say what needs to be said, or putting those projects out there, or really working through the subconscious baggage that is preventing you from expressing yourself in your fullest totality, okay? So as long as you are doing the work and as long as you are aligning to this, know that great things will be coming to you, but it is going to require that you put yourself out there in some capacity, in some shape or form, whether it be amongst your neighbors, whether it be with the siblings, whether it be within your voice and your communication. And do know that in your ability to do this, not only will it expand your life, but it will also heal you and heal some baggage that you've been harboring for quite a while. All right, so this looks like quite an exciting month for you, my Taurus risers, suns, and moons, and I'm very, very excited for you. All right, so without further ado, I am wishing you all the best, much prosperity and abundance. You take care and be blessed. Bye. For my Gemini risers, suns, and moons, happy June 2025. There are a lot of major transits happening in your personal sky, and I'm happy to deliver the forecast for your month ahead, okay? And so the first major transit that is going to be happening for this exciting month for you is Jupiter is going to be transiting into your Cancer second house. And your second house is all around money, your finances, your self-worth, your self-values. And so the great benefic Jupiter is going to be offering its blessings into your second house. And finally, you're going to be finding that, you are going to be finding a little bit more money at this time. You may be given an opportunity at this time. And, this is a great transit because it's not just going to be happening in June of 2025. It's also going to go beyond June 2025 all the way into 2026. But this is going to be a moment when Jupiter moves into your second house of Cancer that it is going to do its big one. Whenever Jupiter moves into a new house, or when any planet moves into a new house for that matter, it offers its big one. It offers its initial blessing. And so you may be finding some gains within your money. You may be finding some good opportunities that are going to increase your finances. This may also be where within your personal self-worth, you're going to be feeling quite good, because this is the house of self-worth. And it could be very symbiotic, because you have that Cancer second house. You may be finding that because this big blessing of money gains are coming to you, that you're just feeling overall more confident. You're feeling like the bee's knees. You're feeling like, the big man or big woman on campus with this energy of your Jupiter moving into Cancer second house. All right. And so that's very exciting. But Saturn is then going to transit into your Aries 11th house, all right, which is going to really, really be requiring you to get serious about the people that you congregate around, all right, the organizations, the communities that you affiliate with, the friends that you call friends. This is going to be a moment in time where the universe is really asking for you to become a little bit more serious about those that you break bread with, because this is going to be something that you are needing to really get clear on. You're getting clear on your goals, your dreams, and sometimes this, especially with what's happening for you in June of 2025, because I do believe that Jupiter is also going to square Neptune and Saturn in this 11th house for you. And so with this energy, this is all saying, hey, we need to get clear around who it is we are around, because the friends, the affiliates, the organizations, if they aren't matching where it is you want to go, or if they aren't matching your self-worth, this could actually impact your money. This could actually impact your self-worth, okay? This could actually, be a detriment to this. And so right now, this may be the time where you really have to sit down and say, hey, this organization that I'm working for, they may have worked previous to this transit, but now moving forward, I don't think I want to work in this organization anymore. I don't want to be a part of this community effort anymore, or these friends that I'm having, they aren't really aligned with where I want to be in life. And so I understand that when I go and hang out with these people, or when I'm around these people, they don't really help my self-worth. They don't help my money. I'm actually losing money every time I go and put my time in this community effort, or in this organization, or partake in these friendship activities with these specific people. And so with Saturn moving into that Aries, and you having that Jupiter square Neptune in Aries in the 11th house, this is going to be a tension between your money and your friends, all right? Your money and your goals. And there's gonna be some restructuring around it. And I'm really I really am getting the inkling that this is gonna be the moment where you are needing to take responsibility for those that you are around, so that you can get to where it is that you need to be. You know, the people around you may be, not intentionally, but the people around you may at this time be preventing you from capitalizing on your self-worth and getting to where it is you want to be in life, all right? And so this may be the time where you have to go find more aligned communities that match who you are, match your vision in life, match where you want to go in life. And by you doing this, you're going to find that your money continues to increase, okay? So this is quite an exciting time for you, and it's quite a, you know, sobering moment for you within your friendship world and within your social world and your long-term goals and dreams. But if you do the work necessary that these major transits are asking of you at this time, you're going to find a lot of security. You're going to find a lot of financial gain. You're going to find a lot of self-confidence, okay? And your self-confidence is going to be a direct reflection of your money, and your money is going to be a direct reflection of your self-worth. And then through that, you're able to find yourself in better aligned groups, friends, organizations, and people around you that support your dream, that support your trajectory, all right? So without further ado, my Gemini risers, suns, and moons, I'm wishing you a happy June 2025. You take care and be blessed. Bye. For my Cancer risers, suns, and moons, happy June 2025. I'm excited to bring you this amazing forecast in your personal sky. There are so many major transits happening for you this month, and I'm happy to be offering you the forecast for you, okay? So first and foremost, Jupiter is going to be transiting into your first house of Cancer. So this is quite literally your month. This is your month. This is really your year, with Jupiter transiting into Cancer in your first house of self, of who you are, of your identity, of your public image, okay? And so this is going to be something that really colors and overall encompasses your entire month ahead, okay? With this major transit of Jupiter transiting into your first house of Cancer, this is going to be bringing a major abundant glow up to who you are and how you are seen in the world. And you may also be feeling this internally as well. You know, not only are you glowing from the outside, but the inside is going to match this at this time, okay? And so this is quite a very benefic time for you. I do really want you to use this transit to the best of its ability, because right now when Jupiter transits into your first house, this is the time to really put yourself out there. This is the time to go after the things that you may have been a little afraid to go after or do previous to this transit with Jupiter in Cancer in the first house. When Jupiter goes into your first house, this is the time to act. This is the time to show up in the world. This is the time to, you know, show and prove at this time with Jupiter transiting into your Cancer in the first house. Because if you do, you're going to find that Jupiter offers its dose of blessings to who you are and the situations that you put yourself in and things that you go after at this time, okay? So really do utilize this transit. Now, later on in the month, you are going to be having a Saturn transit move into Aries in the 10th house, okay? And so with this transit moving into Aries in the 10th house, you are going to be finding that this is going to be a moment that, although you are having this personal glow up, you are also going to be asked by the universe to get very responsible within your career, okay? So yes, this Jupiter transit into Cancer is going to be offering you a personal glow up, but then there's also a professional responsibility that is being asked of you within your public image, within how you are seen within the professional environment. And this may create some tension, okay? Because there is going to be a square here with this Jupiter transit into the first, and then you've got that Saturn, Neptune in the 10th house. There's a square being created at this time in this month of June of 2025. And so with this square, this is going to be presenting some tension. You know, you're going to be feeling like, look, I'm ready to have fun. I'm ready to do me. I'm just ready to live life finally and claim this new chapter that I'm having in my life. But then you're going to have this looming responsibility that is being asked of you within your career reputation. You know, this may be a tension between who it is you're becoming and what the world expects of you, or what your professional environment wants of you at this time. And so there may be some tensions around that. But what I do see here, and what I'm kind of getting the inkling is that if you do what the universe is asking you to do, I really do feel that you could be someone that is using your personal glow up within your career, okay? You could be using your personal self-image. You could be building your personal brand at this time, where in you doing that, in you using that Jupiter in Cancer in your first house glow up, you could be using that to make more money. You could be using that to put yourself out there in your professional environment, and where people are really getting a whiff of like, oh my God, like there's something about you. Here it is. Here's some money. You know, it could be that type of energy that is being presented for you. So use this energy wisely, all right? And do know that this is just for the month, all right? This isn't going to be happening all year. This is just for the month with this Jupiter and Neptune Saturn square between the first and the 10th house, all right? There's a tension between your personality, who you are, this glow up you're having, and the responsibility around your career this month, okay? But like I said, great success is here for you, and there's a lot of happiness and joy happening both in your personal life and in your career life. And I am wishing you all the best on your trajectory forward, all right? So without further ado, I am wishing you all the best, much prosperity and abundance. You take care and be blessed. Bye. For my Leo risers, suns, and moons, happy June 2025. There are a lot of major transits happening in your personal sky, and I'm happy to deliver the forecast and horoscope for you of June this month, okay? And so let's go ahead and get into it. The first major transit that is going to be happening for you in June of 2025 is going to be that of the Jupiter transit into your Cancer 12th house, okay? And so this is going to be a moment in time of deep inner reflection, of emotional release, of you sifting through the emotional baggage that you may have been harboring for quite a while. You know, this may be a time in your life where Jupiter moving into your 12th house, where you are being asked to kind of reflect and deeply connect to your soul's path, your soul's yearning in this lifetime, your soul's healing at this time. You know, you probably have been doing a lot for the past 12 years. And when Jupiter goes into the 12th house, it's tying up a cycle. It's tying up a chapter in your life. It's tying up a moment in time that you may have been wrapped up in for quite a while. And so this may be the time where you are being asked to kind of release and let go of that chapter, to work on some things behind closed doors, to work on projects behind closed doors, and that project could be quite personally you and yourself. So this could be quite a little bit of a quieter, introspective type of June 2025 for you, where you are probably seeking spiritual counsel or therapy or inner healing, or there could also be some travel there as well with this energy of Jupiter transit to the 12th house. You may also find that there are some hidden blessings or hidden benefactors coming out of nowhere with this energy that may be a bit of a mystery to you as well, okay? These blessings will kind of materialize a bit later, but do know that things are being handed to you through the universe, through God, through whoever you pray to, in a very mysterious way, okay? It's good. You are being protected at this time, but it is going to require a little bit of you doing the personal reflection and healing, okay? This may be you finding blessings in your solitude, in your isolation, in your ability to go away and kind of hide out and have your eat, pray, love moment with this energy, so to speak, okay? Now, from there, later in the month, Saturn is then going to transit into your Aries 9th house of education and foreign travel and legal dealings, okay? And so this may be a time where you are gonna be having, although there is a moment right now with that Jupiter transit offering you some abundance towards your personal healing and your, you working on your spiritual connection and tying up some karma in that area of your life, there's also going to be some expectations around your educational life, okay, or around your expectations within academia or within education or within publishing or even within legal matters. This may be something that's happening where you may be getting into a lawsuit and there may be some hidden players behind the scenes that are there to help you out with that Jupiter in the 12th house. But this is going to be a moment in time where there may be a tension here, and I am seeing that tension because I do believe there's going to be a square happening with the Jupiter transit into the 12th house and the Saturn Neptune transit in the 9th. There's going to be a square. Jupiter is going to be squaring Neptune and Saturn, and so this is going to be a tension where you are going to have to really trust your path, okay? Because with this, there's going to be expansion through solitude, but at the same time, Saturn is going to push you to commit to your belief systems, you know, and who it is that, or what it is you say you believe in at this time. This is going to be quite a reflective time for you, all right? And there may be also some challenges of what it is you believe and what others want you to believe and things of that nature that may impact your personal healing or may impact your ability to connect further to your soul and your journey and all that is, okay? So this is quite a very spiritual moment for you. It really is. That's what I'm getting and gathering, okay? But do know that if you do the work, if you know, take that trip, if you take that seminar, if you reflect, hire that therapist, hire that spiritual counsel, this is going to be a moment in time where a lot of hidden blessings are going to be worked on, and I do feel like they're going to materialize a bit later for you. This is one of those moments in time for me whenever I see something like this where the immediate outward blessing isn't going to be apparent until much later. This is a moment where seeds are being sown for you with this June 2025 major transit that is transits that are happening in your sky, okay? So let me know if this resonates with you. Are you feeling a stir in your spirit to be a bit more reflective, to maybe take a pilgrimage or a solo trip somewhere or relocate or travel? Let me know at this time if that is you. Do you feel like you traveling is going to help you heal something that you've been kind of quite focused on for quite a while, or something that you've been going through for quite a while? Are you in some legal trouble or some legal battle at this time? Let me know in the comments below, because not only will it help me, but it will also help those who are also Leo risers that could be going through similar paths as yourself, you know? Let's create the conversation in the comments, all right? And also let me know if there are any unique planets within your 12th house or in your 9th house, and I will write back to you exactly what could be going on for you within your June 2025. But without further ado, I am wishing you all the best, much prosperity and abundance. You take care and be blessed. Bye. For my Virgo risers, suns, and moons, happy June 2025. There are so many major transits happening in your personal sky this month, and I'm happy to deliver the forecast and the horoscope for this month ahead, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into it. The first major transit that is going to be happening for you is going to be your Jupiter is going to be transiting into your Cancer 11th house of your long-term goals, dreams, your community efforts, or the organizations in which you work for and the friends that you have. And so with Jupiter transiting into your 11th house, this may be a time in your life where you are going to be getting a lot of the personal dreams and goals that you have been working towards for all of your life to be coming true at this time. You know, will be getting bits and pieces of some of the things that you've put on a vision board since you were a child to be coming true and manifesting, okay? You may also find that your social circles or that your networks increase, your reach increases, your ability to reach those people that can help you towards your dreams. This is going to be the time where you are able to make and forge those beneficial connections, okay? So this is going to be quite an expansive time within your social circles, within your industry, within your organization that you're working for, and also within you and your ability to get some of those dreams that you've been working towards to come true, okay? So this is quite an exciting time and quite a blessing for you. Shortly after that, Saturn is also going to be transiting into your Aries 8th house of transformation and trust and transformation and your deep intimate bonds and shared resources. And so this is going to be a time where Saturn going into your 8th house is going to be requiring you to take responsibility for the transformations that are happening in your life. This is going to also be asking for a little bit of responsibility in your ability to trust, all right? And also at the same time claiming responsibility in your ability to take care of the resources or take care of the intimate bonds in your life, but it's going to require that you trust, okay? And so this is going to be quite a transformative time for you with this Saturn transit into your 8th house. It may also require that you claim a little responsibility around working through the things in your psychological state that prevent you from being trustworthy of others, okay, or prevent you from opening up to others or being vulnerable with others, okay? This is going to be that moment in time for you, okay? But shortly after that, well, not shortly after that, but when this transit happens of the Saturn transit going into your 8th house, this is naturally going to create a square, okay? Jupiter in your 11th house is then going to square your Neptune and Saturn in your 8th house. And so this is going to create a little bit of a tension. It's going to create a little bit of a conflict or a clash, so to speak, around your social networks, all right, and your inner reserves and your trust and your ability to trust in the people around you with this energy. You know, Jupiter is going to open doors for you socially, but then you're also going to find that with this energy, Saturn is going to demand maturity around your trust and your resources. And this is a very important time to, like, don't let the superficial ties or the connections that you do have drain you of your reserves in life, okay, if that makes sense. Okay, so this is going to be quite an exciting time, quite an expansive time within your social world and within your, you know, trajectory in life. So many dreams that you have been wishing for or working towards are definitely going to be coming true at this time, but it may challenge you psychologically, if that makes sense. Because these transformations are happening around you, it's going to require you to claim responsibility around truly trusting and opening up to those around you, or claiming responsibility within your ability to transform and move things forward in your life, okay? So let me know if this resonates with you. Are you seeing some things in your world right now where certain connections are being forged that can help you get from one juncture to the next in your life, as far as your professionality goes, or as far as your reputation goes within the industry or the communities that you're a part of? Let me know at this time. Are you making deeper connections with others? Are you being challenged within your shared resources and finances that you feel you have to put it all on your shoulders, and the people around you or your intimate bonds, your romantic bonds, are asking that you claim responsibility for the money or the resources or just for what's happening financially in life? Let me know, okay? Because this is going to be the time where there's going to be a clash between that, and you're going to have to sift through that and work through that. All right, so also while you're at it, let me know if there are any unique planets within your 11th house, and then let me know if there are any unique planets within your 8th house, because that would also color this analysis. And in the comments, I will write back to you exactly what could be transpiring for you with these transits. This is quite a major transit for you, okay? And remember, this Jupiter in Cancer transit is not just going to be happening for this month, it's going to be happening for the year ahead, okay? So know that this is not going to stop. There's going to be more developments, there's going to be different changes in trajectory, but right now in this moment in time of June of 2025, this is what's going to be transpiring for you. And so I'm very excited for you. All right, go after those goals, go after those dreams. This is the time to network and put yourself out there, all right? You have a beautiful, blessed day and a happy June 2025. Bye. For my Libra risers, suns, and moons, happy June 2025. There are so many major transits happening in your sky this month, and I'm happy to deliver the forecast and the focus for this month ahead, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into it. The first major transit happening in your sky is going to be Jupiter transiting into your Cancer 10th house, all right? The 10th house is all around your public image, your work, your professional environment, your legacy, okay? And with Jupiter transiting into your 10th house, this is going to be quite a glow up within your professional world. This may be a promotion, this may be you moving up in your department, this may be you claiming a little bit more responsibility or stepping into a leadership role within your career. There may just be also more just being put on your plate at this time within your professional world at this time. And so that's quite exciting, you know, that's quite exciting. This may even be the time that if you are someone that doesn't have a job, this could be the time that you get a job with that Jupiter transiting into the Cancer 10th house, all right? So great things, anything related to work, anything related to legacy, anything related to your goals and dreams, Jupiter going into that 10th house is gonna be offering you some expansive energy and some lucky blessings in that arena of life, okay? So whatever chapter you are in within that, do know there's going to be a level up moment with this Jupiter transiting into your Cancer 10th house, all right? So from there, a little later in the month, Saturn is then going to be transiting into your Aries 7th house. Now, as you know, this is kind of the house you were made for because you are a Libra riser, and with the 7th house is all around your one-on-one connections. It's all around your business contracts as well. And so you may find that this is going to be the time where there could be some serious responsibility being asked of you within your relationships, within your romantic endeavors, within your romantic relationships, within your business contracts, you know. And so this is going to be something that is really requiring you to get serious about your commitments in life, all right? Whether it be romantically, business-wise, friendship, and what I'm already gathering is that there is going to be a little bit of a clash here, and that leads me to the next major transit that is going to be happening in your sky, because with these two transits, these major transits of Jupiter moving into the 10th and Saturn and Neptune in your 7th house, this is going to be creating a square here, okay? And so that Jupiter square to your Neptune and Saturn is really, really going to be asking that you, although there's a lot going on in your career, there is going to be you are going to need to learn to balance it out a little bit with your emotional availability within your relationships in life, within your romantic endeavors in life, within your romantic partnership in life, within your marriage in life, right? There may be so much going on within your career at this time that you are having to find that there is no time for romance, there is no time for your partner, there is no time for your friends with this energy, right? And that's going to be something that you're going to be faced with at this time, okay? This may also be the time where, because I'm already gathering like intuitively with this Jupiter transiting into the 10th house, naturally if Jupiter goes into the 10th house, that means blessings and abundance is being given to you, but it also comes with a fair share of responsibility, right? And so this may be the time where you are being asked to get a little bit more committed within your business contracts, right? You are asking to sign on the dotted line, to take on more work or to do more things, and that's going to require a dose of seriousness and responsibility and leadership from you with this energy, okay? So this looks like quite an exciting time. You know, a lot of people out there with this Saturn transit into your 7th house, this could be the time where you are ending a relationship or getting into a very serious relationship at this time, okay? Your public image could also be increasing at this time. How you are seen in the professional environment, how you are seen in the world, your professional reputation in life could increase at this time, and so could your relationships of all kind, whether business, friendly, or romantic. What I will say, I always like to give a little bit of a warning here with that Neptune transiting into your 7th house, is to really get clear on those who are around you. Before you sign your name on the dotted line and you want to claim that blessing that Jupiter is transiting into your 10th house and offering you these blessings within your 10th house, make sure you read the fine print on that contract, okay? Make sure that the person coming into your life romantically, that you are seeing them for who they are, okay? Because with that Neptune in the 7th house, you could really take on a tone of idolism with the people around you, all right? You may be just so gung-ho and ready to jump into that relationship or jump into that business partnership because it's awesome and it's offering you an opportunity, but then down the line you may find that it wasn't what you thought it was, or the person in front of you isn't who you think they are. So be very clear, and as long as you're clear, grounded, these blessings are going to be quite beneficial for you, okay? So I really do see a lot happening for you within your marital life, within your relationships in life, and also within your professional life. And these things may require balance, as they all do in life, right? To have it all, you must balance it all, okay? So that is what I'm seeing for you within your June of 2025, okay? So let me know if this resonates with you. Are you seeing in your immediate environment that there are some leveling up moments happening for you within your career life? Are there some connections that you need to forge in order for you to gain that blessing within your career? Maybe there's a conversation that needs to be had, or a partner that you need to link up with in order for you to gain that blessing that is going to be transpiring for you within your career. Let me know if you are seeing these things starting to materialize within your life, because you will start to see these things happening in your orbit before they actually materialize, right? Things don't just happen out of thin air. You start to see them. And if you are seeing these opportunities coming to you within your professional life or through other people, try to jump on it, try to hop on it, all right? That's the universe trying to throw you that bone so that you are aligned to what these transits are offering you at this time, okay? While you're at it, let me know if there are any unique planets within your 10th house. Let me know if there are any unique planets within your 7th house, because that would let me know exactly what is going to be transpiring for you within your particular unique June 2025. It's going to be different for everyone, okay? So let me know in the comments below. But without further ado, I am wishing you all the best, much prosperity and abundance, much success, and you have a great June 2025. Bye. For my Scorpio risers, suns, and moons, happy June 2025. There are so many major transits happening in your personal sky, and I'm happy to deliver the forecast and the focus for this month ahead, okay? So first and foremost, Jupiter is going to be transiting into your Cancer 9th house. And so the 9th house is all around your foreign travel, your higher education. It's a little bit to do with your, aspirations and dreams and expansion in life. And so this is going to be a moment in time with Jupiter transiting into the 9th house where you may be looking to relocate, you may be looking to move, you may be chasing some dreams that you've been having around in your life, or you may be learning something new or teaching something new at this time. But this is going to be a very expansive time within your ability to travel, your ability to really connect to your spiritual beliefs or just your higher philosophies and higher learning in life. This is going to be quite an expansive time. So if you are someone out there that's looking to go to college, boom, this is going to be that moment for you where you maybe get accepted and you're able to travel abroad to go to college. If you're looking to take up a new course, boom, this is going to be that moment where you're able to go take that new course or offer that new course, okay? This is going to be that time, if you are a writer, that you could be publishing a book or offering that that text or that book that you've been writing. This is going to be that time for you to offer that with this Jupiter transit into the 9th house, okay? So this is quite beneficial energy for you, and it's quite a level up moment because Jupiter being exalted in Cancer is also at home in the 9th house. So this is quite an expansive moment for you, okay? Now, shortly after that, Saturn is also going to be transiting into your Aries 6th house of work and duties and structure and productivity and your health. And so there may be at this time some responsibility being asked of you to claim within how you handle your day, how you structure your life, how you eat, how you diet, how you take care of your daily routines, and what you and you redefining your work ethic at this time, okay? So this is going to be definitely that moment for you where responsibility is being asked of you within your work life, within your routines, within your productivity, within how you take care of your health. This is going to be requiring discipline of you. Whenever Saturn transits into that 6th house, Saturn is asking for discipline. You're going to find that you can't eat what everybody else eats. You can't do what everybody else does. You can't just wake up when you want to wake up, right? And so this is going to be that moment where you are having to get serious about how you handle your day and your productivity. Now, naturally, because you have this Saturn transit to your 6th house and this Jupiter transit into your 9th house, this is going to create a square, okay? So this is another little major transit or a major phenomenon happening in June of 2025 where you're going to be having a Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune square from your 9th to 6th house. And so this is going to be a clash between you chasing those dreams and you putting out that book or going after that expansion life while still remaining structured in your daily life. You see, your daily life is going to require that you be practical about your work ethic. You be practical about what's going on, Intuitively, I'm already getting a little bit of a story here, and maybe you can relate to this. This isn't for everyone, but what I'm seeing from this square and what I'm intuitively gathering is that this could be the moment in time where someone out there could be publishing something, right? Or putting out a book or something, right? But they may find that in order to do that, it requires them to wake up a little earlier. It requires them to get in the gym and eat proper foods that fuel them so that they can do the work necessary to go and reach that dream, right? This could also be for those out there who are going to college, right? They may find that although it is exciting to go to college and get accepted, that they have to wake up a little earlier. They gotta be someone that is formulating a good work ethic within getting their work done and getting to class and making it on time and things of that nature. This could be someone out there who is trying to relocate or move homes or travel, that yes, this is an exciting opportunity, but now they got to get their ducks in a row. They got to wake up and start to plan for the future step by step, So this is going to be that clash, all right? And so this is a moment in time where balance is being struck. There's a blessing being given to you within your belief systems, within your ability to relocate, your ability to travel, your ability to offer your knowledge. And this is going to be quite an expansive moment for you. But Saturn is saying, don't get carried away with that. Also still remain balanced within your health, your routines. Don't get burned out. Don't leave things by the wayside. Don't neglect your health. Don't neglect your work in exchange for these blessings that are happening in your 9th house of travel, relocation, publishing, and your higher belief systems. Okay, so let me know if this resonates with you. All right, are you looking to move? Are you looking to relocate? Are you looking to sign up for a course or teach a course? Are you looking to publish something at this time? Let me know, because if so, that would be very beneficial for you. All right, and not only will it be very, very beneficial for you, but it is also going to require some hard work. Right, with every blessing that comes into our life, it comes with a dose of hard work, and that's all these stars are saying, is that yes, the blessing is being bestowed upon you, but it's still gonna require you to shift into a more disciplined work ethic at this time. Okay, let me know if that resonates with you, and also let me know if there are any unique planets within your 10th house, within your 9th house and within your 6th house, and I will let you know what you could be experiencing with these major transits that are happening in your sky in June of 2025. But without further ado, I am wishing you all the best, much prosperity and abundance and expansion that will be coming to you, and you have a beautiful, blessed June 2025. Bye. For my Sagittarius risers, suns, and moons, happy June 2025. There are so many major transits happening in your personal sky, and I'm so excited to deliver the forecast and the focus for this month ahead, okay? So first and foremost, the first major transit happening in your sky is Jupiter will be transiting into your Cancer 8th house, all right, which is going to be offering its big blessings around your intimate bonds, your shared resources, your ability to transform and move forward in life, and your psychological nature, okay, your intimate bonds in life. All right, now with this transit of Jupiter moving into Cancer in the 8th house, Jupiter may be giving you some blessings within your ability to connect deeply with someone, okay, in order to gain resources, money, opportunities, just overall like healing within some intimate bonds with someone. This could be a romantic partner. This could be it could be a romantic partner. It could be someone that you are having adult time with, so to speak. You know, this could be that moment in time where you are being given some intimate moments, so to speak, all right, to keep things PG. Now, this is also going to be a moment in time where you may also be given some opportunities to change and transform, to elevate in life through an opportunity from someone else, all right, through outside sources. This could be within your money gains, this could be within your overall life, but some transformations are being asked of you at this time. But it is going to require that you learn vulnerability, that you learn to trust, okay, that you learn to open up a little bit with those that are around you, with the connections that are being accessed for you at this time, all right? Now, shortly after that, you are going to be having a Saturn transit to your Aries, your Aries 5th house, which is going to be causing for a little responsibility within your within your playtime, within your creative efforts in life, within your children if you have them. And so this may be a little bit of a conflict, a little bit of a clash, because on one hand, there is going to be a lot of emotional vulnerability that is being asked of you and required of you within your deep, intimate bonds. But then there may also be this seriousness that is being asked of you within how you approach your creativity, how you approach your romantic world, right? And so do know that this is naturally gonna create a square, and that brings me to my third and final huge transit that is going to be happening within your sky. And it's not so much a transit, but it's more of a yoga. It's more of a position that is being created in your sky in June of 2025. And so you're going to be having a Jupiter square Neptune and Saturn in your Aries 5th house, which shows that initially there is going to be this vibe of like, okay, I am being given these resources, I'm being presented with this moment in time where I'm needing to be vulnerable, where I'm needing to transform, where I'm needing to be open with someone in my life or a business partner in my life. And that's going to make you feel as if you need to be serious. That's going to make you feel like, okay, I need to take this situation very seriously. I need to approach my play in life very seriously, my ability to let my hair down very seriously. It's going to, ironically enough, you're going to feel like, okay, in order for me to let go, I need to be serious about this. In order for me to have fun with this person or date this person, I got to be serious. And so this, although this may be the initial impression, do know that these two things can coexist, and you're needing to find the sweet spot, that these things can be interlinked, if that makes sense. You and your ability to say, you know what, like, I am going to take this relationship seriously, and I am going to approach my playtime in life and my romantic endeavors very seriously in life, but I'm also going to be open with those around me. I am going to let others in. I am going to let life change me and move me forward at this time, okay? Because this is going to be quite a metamorphosis that is happening within your romantic world, within your creativity in life, within your ability to deeply connect with others. And as I said before, you're going to take it very seriously because it's going to feel very like constricting at first. It's going to feel like it's something that you need to kind of have a control over. But in this moment, do know that you are kind of meant to open up. All right, this is a moment where two can coexist at the same time. You're here to learn to balance them both. Okay, so this is quite a moment in time where you are going to be given a lot of opportunities through others. This is going to be opportunities financially, sexually, romantically, and it will challenge you to be vulnerable. But do be vulnerable and be open, and still learn that, you know, being open and having fun is okay at this time, okay? Your children may also require a little bit of work out of you, or it may be a little bit more work to have a child with this energy, okay? So that is also something that can transpire. You may also be finding that there could be some abundance coming to you through your psychological state. Maybe there's some emotional baggage that is being asked for you to let go, and that could be offering you a little bit more of psychological release. Yes, that is what it is, okay? This Jupiter transit into Cancer is going to be offering you some psychological release where you can just finally breathe. The things that you've been harboring in the mind or that hold you back are going to kind of lift a little bit. You're going to be given the permission to kind of just breathe psychologically, all right? So this is quite a time for you, all right? Let me know if you resonate with this. Let me know if there are any unique planets within your 5th house, or if there are any unique planets within your 8th house of transformation, all right? And I'll let you know what exactly could be transpiring for you for your June of 2025. But without further ado, I am wishing you much abundance, much prosperity, and many blessings. You take care and happy June 2025. Bye. For my Capricorn risers, suns, and moons, I am so excited to be bringing you your personal forecast for June of 2025. There are so many major transits happening in your personal sky, and I'm happy to be delivering the forecast and focus for this month ahead, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. So the first major transit happening in June of 2025 for you is going to be Jupiter. The planet of abundance is going to be moving into your 7th house of Cancer, which is going to be offering you a moment in time of elevation and expansion within your romantic endeavors, within your relationship dynamics. You know, you may be finding that you are taking on new business commitments, business partnerships, romantic endeavors. Socially, you could be increasing your sociability, right? Like through you being active in the social sphere, you may be finding that you are finding more partners, you're finding more better friends, you're just overall socially going to be increasing at this time. And this could also be bringing a romantic partner to you in your life as well, or more business partners to you in life as well, or a business contract that you need to sign. Maybe you're finding a job and this is going to be asking for you to sign on the dotted line for something. Some commitments are going to be forged between you and others, all right? And that's going to be asking for you to claim a lot of responsibility in and of itself, okay? Which leads me to the next major transit that is going to be happening for you with this Saturn transit moving into your 4th house of Aries, okay? With Saturn moving into the 4th house of Aries, this is going to be asking for a little bit of responsibility within your inner emotional world, within your home life, okay? Within what's happening within the family, what's happening within, you know, your 4 walls that you call your home, okay? And so although there are these great, magnificent blessings happening within your social world, this may also require a lot of strength that is being required of you within taking responsibility for your own inner emotional world, or within what's happening with the family, or what's within happening at home for you, okay? And so this is going to be presenting a little bit of a clash here, which brings me to the next and final major transit happening within your sky in June of 2025, okay? With these positions that are happening, with the Jupiter transit to your 7th house and with the Saturn Neptune happening in your 4th house, this is going to be presenting a square, okay? Jupiter is going to square your Saturn and your Neptune in the 4th house. And so with this energy, this square that's being happening, there's a clash that happens with squares. And so there's going to be a tension around your social world, these you know, expansive opportunities that are happening to you through other people, the commitments you're forging, the relationship you're getting in, and that may also find that you are having to claim more responsibility. You know, you're having to take more responsibility for your inner emotional world. You're having to take responsibility for what's happening within your home, back at home. You know, this is a lot of energy where there's a clash between you being someone that is being asked to be kind of soft and strong at the same time, okay? And do know that it is possible, but that is going to be the challenge that is being presented for you at this time, okay? So Jupiter is going to bring its expansiveness to your love and renew some commitments in your life, and while Saturn is also going to focus on your inner stability, you finding that inner stability and your inner emotional security and your outer home security. And tensions are going to arise in this, okay? A clash is going to happen, but remember, at this time you are being asked to be both soft and strong, which is something you being a Capricorn riser is always being asked, but at this time it's going to definitely be presented to you with this June in 2025, okay? So be soft and strong. You can do it. I promise you, you can. Take care of your inner emotional world while still being able to nurture those around you and nurture those relationships and foster those successful opportunities that are coming to you through other people, okay? So this could be the time for romance, new commitments, you developing more stability within your inner emotional world, claiming responsibility of your home life. And so this looks like quite an exciting time for you for June 2025, all right? So I'm wishing you all the best, much prosperity and abundance. You take care and be blessed. Bye. For my Aquarius risers, suns, and moons, happy June 2025. I'm so excited to be bringing you your June 2025 horoscope and focus for the month ahead, all right? So there are so many major transits happening in your sky, and the first one being this Jupiter transit to your Cancer 6th house, okay? The 6th house is all around your day-to-day schedules and routines, your productivity, how you take care of yourself, you know, as far as like your health goes. This is also your work ethic and your schedules in life, okay? And with Jupiter transiting into the 6th house, this could be the time where this area of your life is increasing. It's being offered some abundance. You know, this is going to be the time where you may find that your schedule increases or your workload increases a little bit, where you also find yourself in a nice groove within your routines and within your schedules, all right? You may even be starting a new fitness journey or a new wellness journey within this time frame of Jupiter transiting into your 6th house. Now, if you do not have a job, this may be the time where you are able to find a job, right? If you are already working, this may be the time where you find elevation within your work life, where you are being promoted or stepping into a leadership role within your career at this time with Jupiter transiting into your 6th house. So this is quite a blessing for you. You may also be feeling an overall sense of wellness about you. You could be feeling healthier. You could just be feeling a little bit more like you have more vitality within you to get things done within your day. You know, you may also just be very inspired to start up a new fitness regimen, and you are able to carry it through the year. You know, maybe previous to this transit, you would find a diet or find a health routine that you would stick to for about a week, and then from there you would let it go. But with this Jupiter transit to the 6th house, this may be the time where you pick up a certain routine that really jives with you, or a certain diet that jives with you, and you are able to keep it going. You're able to be consistent within it, all right? And your work ethic is going to be just the same, and so will your work, all right? I do know with that Cancer 6th house, work is always changing for you. Schedules are always changing for you. But with this Jupiter transit into the 6th house, this is going to be bringing some stability to that. It's going to be bringing some goodness to this energy, where you're finally going to be finding your groove within your schedules, your routines, your health, okay, and your work. Now, shortly after, Saturn and Neptune is going to be transiting into your 3rd house of Aries, which is going to be requiring a little bit more discipline within your mental clarity, okay? Saturn is going to sharpen your mind here. It's going to also sharpen your communication. And I do not mean that within a harsh way. I mean that within you and your ability to just be clear in the words that you are saying, okay? The 3rd house is all around your communication skills. It's all around what's on your mind quite a lot. It's also around your relationship with your siblings and your neighbors. And with Saturn moving here, you may find that Saturn is asking you to become a little bit more responsible within those themes of life. You know, how you communicate towards others, how you take care of your siblings, how you interact with your neighbors. There may be some responsibility that is being asked of you at this time, where you're needing to come at your communication skills from a very disciplined approach, where you're needing to be very serious about the things that you say and how you communicate, and how you interact with your siblings and neighbors. All right, this is going to require discipline here, and I do know that when you have that Aries in the 3rd house, you can be quite impulsive in this energy. You could just be saying what just needs to be said and be like, oh well, they can take it how they want to take it. All right, but Saturn moving here is going to be asking for discipline. Now, this brings me to my final transit or position, so to speak, that is happening, because when Saturn transits into your 3rd house of Aries, you're going to find that this is going to square that Jupiter in Cancer, all right? So there's going to be a square happening, which means that there's a clash here. So although there's a lot happening for you within your career life, within your schedules, within your routines, this may overwhelm you mentally, and it's going to be requiring that you really sharpen your focus. It's going to require that you lean into wellness rather than over worrying or overthinking at this time, okay? So this is going to be something that, like I said, although there is a lot happening within your career, your regimen, your diet, that's going to be a lot on the mind, okay? And so you're going to need to really prioritize your mental health and your mental clarity so that you are able to reap the benefits and the blessings that are happening within that 6th house of your routines and your work and service and the expansion that is happening for you within your work life, okay? So this is what I have for you. Also, you may find that your work life is requiring you to step into a position where you have to clearly communicate in a very disciplined way that doesn't offend others or doesn't turn people off, right? This is going to be that moment where you are having to say, okay, this is the moment where I have to express myself in a little bit more of a disciplined fashion so that I can reap the benefits of the blessings that are being given to me in this 6th house, okay? So let me know if this resonates with you, all right? Do you see in your orbit already that this is going to be the time, or this is going to be the summer where you are getting in the gym, where you are, you know, leveling up within your career, where you are putting yourself in position to speak clearly or have that tough conversation with someone, or present yourself in a manner where you are to be respected about what the things that you are saying career-wise? Let me know, all right? Because this could be happening for those out there, all right? And while you're at it, let me know if there are any unique planets within your 6th house and within your 3rd house, because that would also color the influence here, okay? And let me know in the comments and I'll write back to you exactly what could be happening for you in June of 2025. But without further ado, this looks like quite an exciting time for you within your health, your routines, your job, and your career. As long as you keep your wits about you and your mind focused and keep it sharp, you will be able to maintain the blessings that are being bestowed upon you within your work and your health, all right? Remember, I want you to prioritize your wellness over worrying and overthinking, okay? So without further ado, I am wishing you all the best. Much prosperity and abundance. You take care and be blessed. Bye. For my Pisces risers, suns, and moons, happy June 2025. There are so many major transits happening in your personal sky, and I'm so happy to deliver the forecast and the focus for this month ahead, okay? So first and foremost, the first major transit that is going to be happening in your sky is Jupiter. The planet of abundance is going to be moving into your Cancer 5th house of love, joy, dating, and romance, okay? And so this is going to be quite a creative and romantic renaissance for you. This is going to be quite a moment where if you are single, you go from single to putting yourself out there on the field of dating. You know, you're going to be dating, going on this date, going on that date. You're going to be, you know, I hear that song Summer Love and Have Me a Blast. Like, that is that energy with Jupiter transiting into your 5th house, okay? This is also going to be the time for my creatives out there that if you are someone who is looking to reinvent yourself creatively, if you are looking to dive a little bit deeper into your hobbies and into your interests, this is going to be the time where Jupiter is going to be offering you the chance to do just that. And through you offering your creative, you know, products or your creative streak out there to the world, you could be finding a lot of benefits from that, all right? So Jupiter moving into the 5th house could not be a better transit for the summer, you know, because this is going to be the time to play, to let your hair down, to enjoy yourself. You know, this is just going to be quite a fun month for you, all right? And really not a fun month because Jupiter is going to be in this Cancer 5th house for the whole of the year ahead. So this looks like quite a fun year for you. But do know that Jupiter does its big one whenever it first enters into a house. And so with Jupiter moving into your 5th house, you're going to be finding this big jolt of self-expression, of you wanting to just love life and be free and have fun. And that's going to be quite attractive to others. You're going to find that people want to date you. You're going to find that you are going to want to be going on dates, okay? You're going to want to be flirting it up with people with this energy, okay? So really do capitalize on this energy and take it to the moon, okay? No pun intended with Cancer being ruled by the moon, but this is that energy that is happening for you. Now, shortly after, you are going to be having a, you're going to be having a Saturn transit to your Aries 2nd house of finances and money and self-worth, okay? And so Saturn is going to be offering you the opportunity to get very serious about your finances. It's going to be offering you the chance that if you take responsibility for your finances, that you could stabilize them at this time, okay? That you could really find some structure and some grounding within your financial state at this time with Saturn transiting into your Aries 2nd house, all right? But it just requires a little effort, all right? It just requires a little bit of grit with this energy, okay? As long as you put the effort in, you're going to find that your finances really stabilize. Now also, this is the house of self-worth. So with Saturn moving into the 2nd house, this is going to be the time where you are needing to reformulate how it is you feel about you, you know, how it is when you look in the mirror and you look back at what is looking back at you. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about your personal values and who it is that you say you are? Because this is a direct reflection of your money. Believe it or not, as an Aries 2nd houser, how you feel about you is a reflection of your money. Okay, and the more you are able to put yourself out there for things in life, the more you are able to take charge in life, the more money you will make. And Saturn is really trying to teach you this lesson at this time, okay? So this is going to be a time where you are reformulating that. Now, this brings me to the last major transit that is happening for you in June of 2025, because with the Jupiter transiting into your Cancer 5th house and the Saturn-Neptune transit to your 2nd house, this is going to create a square. So there's going to be a little bit of a tension around your ability to play and be all you can be, but then you looking in your pocket and saying, but do I have enough money for that? Do I have enough money to, you know, do all these great things and have all this fun? And the answer is yes, if you work hard, okay? If you put yourself out there for the things that you feel you deserve in life, okay? So that square is going to be presenting itself. And so, as I expressed before, Jupiter is going to light up your creative world and your romantic world, while Saturn is there to stabilize, okay? And it's going to stabilize your income and your values and your inner confidence, all right? And so just keep creating, all right? Keep creating, and also keep creating as you build and generate wealth for yourself. And these two things can be quite symbiotic if you think about it, you know? So let me know if this resonates with you. Are you looking to have a very exciting, loving, and fun-filled romantic summer in June of 2025? Let me know. This could be the time you get into a relationship, all right? This could be the time that you find a new partner, all right? This could also be the time where you are putting creative projects out there or diving deeper into them. Let me know if that feels like something that is aligned with you right now, okay? This could also be the time for my aspiring mothers out there that children could also be something on the cards for you when Jupiter transits into your 5th house of Cancer. That's a very telltale sign. So for any of my mothers out there or want to be mothers, this can be the time where that happens for you for sure. So let me know. Are you looking to get pregnant, or are you looking to conceive? Because this could be the time where either of those two things could be happening for you. And also let me know if you are feeling like this is the time for you to reclaim responsibility within your finances, within your money, where you're saying, you know what, this is the time for me to kind of work hard and put myself out there for the things that I want in life, because in you doing so, you will find money gains at this time. You will find stabilization within your financial state, all right? Let me know if that resonates. And while you're at it, let me know if there are any unique planets within your 2nd house and within your 5th house. And I'll write back to you what exactly could be unfolding for you within your June of 2025. But without further ado, I am wishing you all the best. So much fun this summer, much prosperity and abundance. You take care and be blessed. Bye.